Okay, let's get our full-blown acceleration here. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's I'm going to be reviewing a Ram 1500 Limited. Now, the first Limited I reviewed for the 23 model year was pretty lightly optioned. This one is optioned out in a way that I think is more realistic for what most people will go for, and so that's why we're going to be reviewing it. Before we get in this video though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Dodge Ram here in Sandy for giving me some time with this truck. I'll include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money, the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below as well. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 5.7-liter Hemi V8 paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission and an e-torque system. Total system output 395 horsepower and then 410 pound-feet of torque with another 130 pound-feet off of the line with that e-torque system. Fuel economy 17 around town and then 22 on the highway. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see it's raised there in the center and then kind of falls off on either side. And then notice we got our 1500 Hemi e-torque badge there on the side as well. Really cool LED lights here with the Limited. And then you guys can see we've got the upgraded headlights that are dynamic lights. Chrome here on the front end. So notice we've got a camera there at the bottom of the A with the Ram logo. Body painted bumper with chrome tow hooks. And then we've got some parking sensors and fog lights there on either side. And putting it all together, especially with this like metallic white paint, I think this truck looks great. Coming around the side here, our tire and wheel setup is 275, 55, 20 in the front and over in the rear as well. And you guys can see with the wheel design, you got the silver there with the metallic gray in the center. Pretty interesting looking. Now, the Limited does come with 4-corner air suspension, so this does have adjustable suspension up and down, and we've got these body painted fender flares. We've got our Ram Limited badge here, and then you guys can see we've got the regular style mirrors. Notice the door handles are body painted, and then you can see the fender flare there in the back as well. And then taking a look at the side view here, you guys can see that with the body painted fender flares and everything, I think it looks very nice. Now here's our key fob. You can see we've got our unlock function, our lock function, tailgate drop down. We've got the air suspension drop down as well as our remote start and then Limited there on the back. But we'll do the tailgate first. Ooh. Now popping into the bed here, we've got 1,392 pounds of payload capacity with this truck. You guys can see we've got the sliders there on either side. And we actually have spray and bed liner here. It seems like that's hard to get on pickup trucks nowadays. And then you got your LED cargo light there at the top as well. And then lifting up the tailgate is easy. We've got the LED taillights here, and then you can see all of the chrome badges on the back end. And then look at the exhaust tips there at the bottom. Those are cool. Parking sensors. And then with towing capacity, it's about 11,000 pounds if equipped properly with a 392 axle ratio. Putting it all together, you know what? I think the Ram truck still looks great. I mean, to this day, the styling works. It still looks modern. Now taking a look at the door panel here in the rear, you guys can see the stitching here, and then look at the embroidery and then the wood trim as well. Very high quality looking. And then we got these really nice leather seats here, perforated all down the center portion. And then we do have some under seat storage as well. And then you guys can see we got some ice bucket action here in the back and then power side steps. Now legroom here in the rear is actually really solid. We got a storage pocket here with more of that embroidery. Wood trim here in the back. We've got some vents, heated and ventilated seats in the back, USB ports. We've got a full outlet on top of that. Oh, and this one has the recline function. Ooh. And then headroom back here is also great. And then the last thing here in the back is we do have the Limited center console. Notice it's got like nice leather trim even on the center console section, which definitely looks nice. But anyways, nope. Now taking a look at the door panel here at the front, you guys can see with all of the stitching and leather, and look at the wood trim down below and then the embroidery as well. They are really high quality looking. We've got our memory seat functionality here with our window controls. Notice the front two are automatic. The mirrors do power fold in. They also have blind spot monitoring. And then we have the speakers here from the Harman Kardon sound system. And then with the front seats, you guys can see really nice leather. Notice perforated all down the center portion there. You got your power adjustments as well. Notice the pedals, you can adjust them. We've got our parking brake light controls, fog light, and then that's a cargo light. And then the steering wheel is manually adjustable. Now starting with the steering wheel, we've got really nice leather trim all around. You got some wood trim there at the bottom with our stitching there in the center. We've got our gear limiter here with our cruise control. It does have adaptive cruise control as well. Radio controls in the back, phone controls, and then controls there for the center stack. And then we have our turn signal windshield wiper stock. And then since this is the Limited, we have the digital gauge cluster as standard, which you guys know I'm a huge fan of this thing. First off, I think it looks great. You can switch between the digital and the analog view. I think I prefer the analog view in terms of like the overall aesthetic, because the digital just reminds me of the Grand Cherokee and I'm like, eh. But anyways, you can also do this full map view as well with a navigation screen. So it's just a lot more usable compared to the gauge cluster before, and it just looks better. Now in reverse, we do have a full 360 camera system, as you can see. So you can see out of every single angle of the truck. You can also add auxiliary cameras if you want as well. But overall, resolution's good. The only thing I will say is the camera view itself on the screen's kind of small. And speaking of the screen, well, we've got the 12-inch infotainment screen. Notice we got the shortcut bar here at the bottom. Response time with that is actually pretty solid. You've got your heated and ventilated seat controls here as well. And I think the layout's great. I think it responds well, and I'm a fan of the infotainment system. Now, before we dive into more infotainment system stuff, I want to quickly show the dash here. Look at all the leather trim. That looks very high quality. Harman Kardon sound system stuff yet again. Yeah, really nice looking. 12 volt here, and then that pops us back down to the screen where you can see the analog climate controls, radio controls here, and then we've got our parking sensors, your tow haul mode, stability control. That's for the air suspension to raise and lower it, and then your trailer brake controls integrated from the factory. Now I've got our dial shifter here for the 8-speed automatic transmission. Now with the Limited, we've got our 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel auto, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, your true neutral, and then you've got your auto stop start as well. And then here is the center console. You can see Limited here with the embroidery, which looks very high quality. And then lifting it up, we got more storage. And then we got the little measuring charts here in the back. And then this is the Ram center console that slides backwards and forwards. So you guys probably saw the storage space back there. For a pickup truck, this is the most spacious, and I think it's the nicest looking with all the wood trim. And then we also have a wireless phone charging pad. We got some USB action and a full power outlet. Now taking a look at the glove box here, you guys can see Limited there. Solid storage space, and then I like the leather trim down below. And then you can see good storage space down below as well. Now up top, this does come with the camera mirror, and then we've got a power sliding rear window. And then the only thing this truck doesn't have that I think people would add would be a panoramic sunroof. So here's our window sticker for this Limited. Notice base MSRP $67,550. This color is called Ivory White Tri-Coat, if you're wondering. Now with optional equipment, you can see the options that are added to this particular truck. Total MSRP in this one is $76,810. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility here in the Limited before we set off. Here's visibility of the hood. Hopefully you can now see the heads-up display as well. It's another option this one has. Blind spot ring through both the mirrors. Then you guys can see visibility throughout the rest of the rear. And let's set off in this Limited with the 5.7 Hemi. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm using this video for my Limited review and then also for my engine comparison review as well. So this is gonna have some stuff talking about the 5.7 Hemi and some stuff talking about the Limited package itself. First off, always gotta love the sound of the 5.7 Hemi. It's such a good sounding engine. It's very beefy. And right off the bat, torque is great. And I just drove an EcoDiesel and a V6 right before this, and it's crazy to feel the difference with them. Like, you can feel that this has less torque than the EcoDiesel. It feels better than the V6, of course, but it's interesting at the low speeds. It's very responsive, but it's not as like punchy as the EcoDiesel is at low speeds. Yeah, it feels like there's a little bit more lag before I get anything. That's interesting that, again, that difference is actually perceivable. Now with the Limited package, we've got the air suspension, and that makes this truck ride really smooth. So I just drove a Classic before this and a Bighorn before this, and the difference is huge. Like, the 5th gen drives way better than the 4th gen in terms of ride quality, but then 5th gen with air suspension versus non-air suspension, there's a difference. This feels like a full-on luxury car. The Bighorn felt comfortable, but this is just on a whole nother level. Like, the damping is amazing. So if you want a luxury car ride, yeah, even over bigger bumps, this gives it to you. That is for sure. Seat comfort's really good and Limited as well. Really nice leather. Just it's a luxury vehicle. That's why this truck's been so popular, is because, right, you get a luxury experience and a pickup truck. So this is mid-throttle. Definitely feel the horsepower with this one. Definitely feel the horsepower, that is for sure. Hopefully that light holds. Let's cross our fingers. There we go. We are in luck today. Okay, let's get our full-blown acceleration here. Wow. Yeah, way punchier than the other two powertrains, that's for sure. Yeah, driving them back to back, that is interesting to see. But quickly summing things up here with this limited package with the 5.7 Hemi e-torque. It's got really good power, just like, yeah, right off the bat. And yeah, I like how this drives. It's smooth, it's comfortable. And again, this really is a luxury car. Like, you have to, the way to look at this pickup truck is you're basically combining like a Mercedes S-Class with a pickup truck. It's the S-Class of pickup trucks, whatever you want to call it. It just, yeah, and the interior is really nice too. But yeah, you can still technically get the EcoDiesel in this. I think it's just gonna depend on what you're gonna use it for. I like both powertrains for different reasons. I will say the one thing that I really like about this particular powertrain here in the Limited is just the, just the punchiness, especially when you fully accelerate. Like, EcoDiesel doesn't have a lot of horsepower, so it kind of pulls back a little bit. This though, it just keeps going.